Hi, this is Mike with WeDoForms.net, and today I want to give you an overview of our closing disclosure form. This is the standard form for buyers and sellers, and this form is completely editable. It's an Excel file, and it's very easy to use, and it prints out a very professional looking copy. So let's start with some of these fields here. Any field you see, if you want to change something on this field, you just go into the field, you change the number to whatever you want, and it automatically changes. That goes for anything, any of these lines. You can change them to whatever you want. Very easy. Just whatever you see is what you get. Moving down the page just a little bit here, the page has auto calculations and auto fill in it. For example, these numbers right here, they all add up. So if I change this 900, which is right here, if I change it to 800, change it, these numbers auto update and everything's good there. Also, I put these yellow cells that you see here. Those cells have formulas. They're pulling from somewhere else. So I made them yellow so that you could easily know that to be very careful not to delete those, or if you are going to delete those, then just have a very good reason for that. And some of these numbers are pulled from different pages. So when you complete those pages, like this one here on page 2, when you complete that, then this number will autofill and continue to bring up the right additions here in this column. Alright, so like this number here, it's pulled from page 2. This number here is pulled from page 3. Down there at the bottom, you'll see that these are the page tabs. So this is a 5-page form, so when you click on each tab, it takes you to the appropriate page. There again, on these yellow cells, they have formulas. Also, the gray cells with numbers have formulas in them. And when you print this form in black and white, these yellow cells do not show up as yellow, they show up as white. So when you print them, all these yellows are going to show white, just like these other white cells are going to show. So here, this points on the loan. So right now it's set at 2.5%. If you change it to 0.5, look at this number here. It auto updates right here. And so there's totals for the top section, and then these numbers are pulled to the front page. Right here, when you have the insurance and stuff, these numbers, and you enter your numbers here. The math is done for you. Also here on the realtor commissions, you can change these percentages if you need that to be 2. You'll see it auto changes. Also too, if there's an adjustment, plus or minus to the commission, this number would normally be 0. It'll do the math, but in case you need to add more or less, this is what this column here is for, and it will complete the math over here. And there again at the bottom, all these numbers are being totaled. Also too, the loan number that you enter at the front of on page 1 at the top, right here, when you enter that number, it's auto pulled to the bottom of all the pages. Okay, page 3. Let's go down here a bit. See these numbers, like the sale price, is pulled from the first page here, where we entered it the first time. Also here we have tax proration calculations, which I put in. You can come in here and figure out what your daily rate here of each tax, and you set your date span between here, and it will automatically calculate. And these numbers carry over to here too. And so also as you change, so let's say I change this to the 12th or the 20th instead. So these numbers change over to that. also here too. So when you change this date, if you change it in this column, it auto updates all these columns. So you just have to change the date, in this main line right here, and then all these columns will follow. There again, I'll put it back to 10, and you'll see these numbers change. Here at the bottom of page 3, it's got the totals and does all the math for you. Moving to page 4, you got your check boxes. Just check on or off there. These numbers are being pulled from different places. Over here too, this is being pulled from the front page, the address of the house. Moving to page 5. Not a lot of calculations here. We did pull a little bit of this information pulled from page 1. So did the title company. And at the bottom here, you have signature lines for everybody. When you're all done, just save it to a PDF or email it to your clients, or whatever you need to do with it. If you need to make last minute changes, it's super easy. Just type them in, make them. Everything's good to go. It prints a very professional looking copy that matches the government standard form. You can come to our website and check out this form and other forms that we have available.